Here's the field for the 6th race. Number 1 is Nick Gennaro. Justin Hall will be the driver. Number 2 is Country George, and the driver there is Brad Hanners. Gary is number 3. Keith Haynes in the bike. Terry Groves is up behind number 4, Merca. War Shadow is number 5, and War Shadow is driven by Sean Mayhew. The Son of BV with Charles Neff going out of post 6. Locked in Style is number 7, and Lance Wiegand is the driver. Number 8, Raven Cold, is a scratch. And coming onto the racetrack now is number 9, Famous Cherokee. The change of drivers there to David Miller. That's the field for the 6th race. Trifecta and Perfecta wager to join the rest of the field. Everyone in line for the start. Less than a 16th away for race 6. And they're off and pacing, and quickly the Son of BV and Country George come right out toward the front. Country George under hustling from the driver now gets to the lead at the entrance to the turn. The Son of BV is parked in second, trying to find cover, trying to get over to the inside. The problem, Nick Gennaro is there and sneaks up fast to pinch off the inside lane, racing a close third. Then it's a gap of some 4 lengths back to the rest of the field. Merca traveling in 4th, Gary in the 5th spot. After that comes Locked in Style, who's 6th on the outside, racing 9 lengths from the early leader, with War Shadow behind that one, and Famous Cherokee is last. Off the opening quarter, 27-4 for the first panel, and Country George may now try to slow the pace somewhat after a stout opening quarter. He leads it by a length and a half. Nick Gennaro second. The pace will slow now. Then the Son of BV travels third. 2.5 more lengths off of him. Back to Merca, who is in 4th, with Gary right on the back of that one in 5th. Locked in Style is actually on the outside of War Shadow. They're side by side, some 8 lengths from the lead, and Famous Cherokee is last. Off the half in 58-4, so that quarter in some 31 seconds. They move on to the backstretch for the final time. Country George, the one they're chasing. The lead is 1 length back to Nick Gennaro in second, the Son of BV in third. Here comes Gary, he's 4th, trying to move up around Merca, who shuffled back into 5th spot. Famous Cherokee 6th, goes to the outside of War Shadow. Those two still 6 lengths from the lead. Here comes Nick Gennaro, and here's the battle for the lead into the far turn. They're moving past the 3/4. Nick Gennaro wide has the lead by a half length. Country George is still there in second. After that, it's Gary off the half, the 3/4 rather, and 1:29-4. Gary's up to third. The Son of BV is 4th and losing ground to the top 3. An 1/8 of a mile out now. Country George is trying to fight back from the inside of Nick Gennaro. They're matching strides. They're in the last 1/8 mile. Gary is third on the far outside. Here's a short lead for Nick Gennaro. He's under a driving whip, and hard on the whip goes Haynes on Gary in second. To the line, though, Nick Gennaro is going to win it, and Nick Gennaro cruises home by 3. After that, it was Gary in second. Looked like Country George may have gotten third by a head over Merca. Winner of the 6th. This one is owned in Mount Sterling, Ohio, by LMN Bread Stables Incorporated, trained by Mitchell Knoll and driven by Justin Hall. Nick Gennaro, a Forest skipper, who covers the mile in 2:01-3. The complete rundown in a moment. By the way, the next post coming up in just 13 minutes from right now. And we're just about the same amount of time, more or less, on the next simulcast from the Meadows. First things first, however, race 7 coming up on the live card. Remember that Joe Essig Jr. drives the 4, Cobb's Mean Machine, and trainer Tom Verne drives the 8, Frankie Blue Eyes. For rain, there are no changes to report in that second simulcast from the Meadows, which you will find in